Hey everyone, it's LaShonda from Labors of Love here with another Therapy Thursday. Today I want to talk about discomfort. Discomfort can be a state of being that a lot of people avoid. And I want to talk about this from a couple of different angles. Let's start with talking about relational discomfort. If I, as a person in relationship with you, am constantly focusing on making sure you don't experience discomfort, then you're going to probably interpret your comfort in our relationship as a sign that everything is a-okay. Maybe things are okay. But if there are some things in our relationship that I feel need to change, if I feel like I'm not able to take up my full space and be my authentic self, but I'm also not willing to address that because I don't want you to experience discomfort, then I'm inevitably putting myself also in discomfort. So it's important for us when we're in a relationship with folks to think about the fact that when we don't express our truth, when we don't have the capacity to be open and honest and authentic with others, they can interpret us not talking about the things that are not going well for us as a signal that things are fine. And it's okay if those conversations make people uncomfortable. It's also important to note that discomfort does not necessarily mean a lack of safety. Comfort and safety have been conflated in our culture very often across a number of circumstances. And because those who experience privilege, and you can think about whatever identities you hold in which you experience privilege, because there are many, when we are in our dominant identities or the identities that hold dominant power within our culture, we are constantly threatened with the sense of, oh my God, that felt unsafe. And sometimes it's not unsafe, it's just uncomfortable. It is not a comfortable thing to be able to look at the reflection of your privilege and how you navigate through the world when there are so many other people who are treated very different interpersonally and systemically. That's not comfortable, but it also doesn't mean unsafe. If we're constantly avoiding having conversations and really being introspective with how we show up in the world because we don't want to be comfortable, we're going to stay stagnant. And yet you'll be comfortable, but one, you won't grow. And there is a cost and a penalty to so many relationships when we refuse to move out of our comfortable space for the sake of movement and growth. There very infrequently are you going to find that comfort and growth are companions. But discomfort and growth, they're homies. They link up all the time. So if you can look across the various areas of your life and find that you are extra comfortable, you might want to take a moment to really, what's the word I'm looking for? Get curious about whether or not you are growing in those areas. And if you can look across your life and see that there are some areas where you feel really uncomfortable, instead of automatically turning that discomfort into this is not safe or this is bad or this is not a good thing, maybe just take a deep breath, pause, and ask yourself, could this be the consequence of movement and growth? So it's something to think about. If you want to get in touch with me, you can reach me on all the social media platforms. You can get my website at www.thelaborsoflove.com. And don't forget to hit up the Patreon if you want to support my work and get Patreon exclusive content. Until we connect again, you all be well.